What did it do to my camera? This is the ghost of Tex Club SF.
It is. This is the shadow of Tex
Well,
Club
yeah, the
SF.
shadow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are your lights on?
Yeah, the camera is screwy.
Oh my. Here
So
we
let's go here.
again.
Let's do that. Let it adjust. Undo that. Back over here. Bring down the brightness. Bring down the saturation. There we go.
Having a moment.
Yeah, Logitech cameras are good, but they're really finicky.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of the things I had to be real specific with the service guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're doing the troubleshoot and fixing the BSODs,
Mm-hmm.
etc., do not update any of the ancillary software.
Yes.
Most especially do not update the Logitech software.
Yes.
Because the Logitech software, the current Logitech software, does not support the G13.
Oh.
And he is not going to give up that G13 for love, life, or money.
Uh-huh.
And, can't say as I blame him.
Arcade. I appreciated Arcade. So I'm going to be really distracted tonight for at least a little while.
Of course you are.
I've got the Game Awards running on the other screen. So I'm keeping an eye on the Game Awards as well as streaming. So I came up with a compromise. Because they may be announcing or showing the trailer for the Elden Ring DLC. Let's Oscar. How are you doing tonight, Waskor? Oh, Wasco Reaper. Or was Co-Reaper. Just call you Junior? Uh-huh.
Did we always have this garage door 1 paint?
Oh?
In the materials, in the paint colors, there's one called Garage Door 1, and I don't remember that. Maybe I'm just being silly.
I think they're renamed. They're previous textures that have been renamed.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like, it's not the name, it's the pattern. I don't recognize it.
Well, Garage Door 1 looks like one of the old doors. I don't know. It could be new.
Well, that would be interesting if we actually got new colors.
Uh-huh.
Even more interesting if we actually got new, usable colors.
Caveman, I had suspected that might be the case. It's gotten terrible reviews even from the YouTube community. I tried one last night. Was on sale for $11 and call it confirmed. Yeah. No one survived. Don't bother with that one either. It's a 7 Days to Die wannabe that doesn't do anything that as well as 7 Days to Die, so that should be telling you a lot about how bad it is. I actually refunded it, and I don't tend to refund games.
Yeah, that's... I've heard folk... There have been a couple in recent days. The day before being one of them.
Oh.
Where it was, paid full pop for it, and refunded it promptly.
No One Survived is actually supposed to be an MMO.
Oi.
Yeah. And
yeah.
You know me and MMOs.
Yeah.
Meh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's my take on it.
At least most of the modern MMOs.
Though, to be fair, I don't really like MMOs either. I just like one specific.
Well, I would actually kind of call EQ and EQ2 kind of an exception. They're not as bad as some of the other MMOs.
Yes. This is why I am still playing it.
Caveman. The only reason I have played Starfield is I bought that one by accident. I was trying to buy it for someone who won one of the giveaways and had to go back and buy it again because I made the purchase wrong. And I just kept it for myself. As I would never have bought that without having done that. Yep, exactly, Caveman. There's nothing wrong with Starfield. There's just nothing right about Starfield.
It's not your bag.
No, it's just a poor game. And Bethesda's responses to criticism have been horrible.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is a habit they have acquired.
Yeah.
They didn't used to be hideous.
No.
Then they got big for their britches, and...
They used to be really innovative.
And responsive.
Yep.
And then they got big for their britches.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of the criticisms that was on one of the Steam reviews, the guy was complaining about, and this is someone that had 170 hours in the game, he was complaining about it getting boring. And the response was basically, you're stupid, there's nothing boring about the game from Bethesda. That astronauts never got bored. The men who landed on the moon never got bored.
Yeah, but there's a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, dude, I think...
They're still pulling stuff like that, Caveman. They haven't stopped. Matter of fact, there's apparently a new DLC coming out for Skyrim. Talk about milking.
Oblivion's still my favorite.
I could see that. I liked Skyrim. Until they started screwing it up. Well, Creation Club is, other than it costing money, was a good thing.
Creation Club?
Yeah, they're mods, basically.
Oh, yeah, I never played mods with Oblivion because I had no idea about mods and stuff.
Well, the advantage that the Creation Club has is it can be on any platform. Where other games, you have to be on PC in order to do mods. Sir Walshy. They took out a newbie area. I actually kind of stopped watching anything about New World. Hey, Draconis, how are you? I'm kind of watching the Game Awards on the side. I don't have sound on, so I can't hear what's going on. Oh yeah, that's exactly what they're doing, Caveman. You're watching his Discord server? Ah. He played Kratos, didn't he? Okay. And he's kind of cute, too. I'm actually going to work on that off stream. I need to play around quite a bit with this. I'm not sure what I want to do. Got an idea.
Ideas are good.
Mm-hmm. Where did I put that?
Huh.
Hmm.
Well, I just broke my leg falling off the roof of the church, but I thought I could fall farther than that.
How much do you have in parkour?
I should have it all the way up. Always the first thing I do. Let me see. Where is parkour? Oh, what the heck?
You didn't put any points in parkour?
No, I did. I have 2, but yeah, usually, like I said, I usually have that up first.
Where did I put that block?
Yeah, when I went to the water
Mm-hmm.
place, water farm, I jumped into the hole. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't climb down, and I was fine. So that's why I'm like, I
Well,
shouldn't have just fallen off the church roof.
maybe you twisted your leg wrong?
I guess.
Or something. Not that I, know anything about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you never fall. Or when you do it really well.
Yeah, well.
Falling with style.
Or something.
Yeah, falling in ways that no one can explain.
Falling in ways that even I can't explain.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was really the
No, what's wrong?
the good one of this last one was, I was facing the kitchen and then I was facing the front door on my face.
Oh, jeez.
I did this weird pirouette and, unlike the last time I fell and concussed myself, I didn't trip over the cat. Which was the cause of the previous one. But
oh,
yeah,
good.
I am unaware of stepping on anything or tripping over anything. It was just, I was aware of making the pirouette and landing on my face and not being able to move my arm, which was apparently visibly distorted when the EMS guys came to collect me. It was like, yeah, this is not just because I thought perhaps I dislocated my shoulder. I sort of could reach over with the other arm and feel. I thought I dislocated it, and it was like, yeah, no.
Ah, I was right.
What?
Lego Fortnite.
Huh?
Lego Fortnite. They just showed the trailer for it on the Game Awards. Adra, how are you? And Cornbread, how are you?
Oh, could we get party invites
Hmm?
at your pleasure?
Luna's already got an invite.
It's true.
Do we know if they're still level capping us?
Yeah, around 300, 350.
Okay, so yeah, because Gan was unamused at the level cap being before one could complete all of the special skills.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not quite there, but I am getting closer to complete than not.
Why am I not seeing this?
What are you looking for?
Oh, there it is. I was in the wrong section. I was looking for a specific block and not finding it anywhere.
And it was hiding from you.
It was. So I want left. I want that one. Oh, I'm okay with that. So they got Hellloon playing a song on the Game Awards.
Say what?
I never remember the exact way to pronounce the name. Think Deep Forest, Enigma, Celtic sound system, Afro-Celt sound system, that type of music.
Uh-huh.
Heilung. Heilung.
Yes. Actually have one of their CDs right down by my foot.
Oh. Been fighting with Battle.net all day? First time he decided to try streaming it forever and they broke the game and servers. Aha. You know, it would be really nice if we could do a quarter turn.
Yeah.
What a thought.
Yeah. Was that for the new Hellblade? Sorry, chat. I'm actually watching the Game Awards as well as trying to do this and interact with chat. And
I guess we'll have to keep chat occupied while you're distracted.
Well, I'm hoping they play the Elden Ring DLC trailer. That is Hellblade. I wonder if that's why Heilung was on there.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly, Adra. Well, like I said, Elden Ring. They might play the trailer. They may even give a date for the DLC.
You know, because it's not like they have you hook, line, and sinker or anything.
At least I got away from it for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. And, you know, we'll distract you here and there.
I wonder. I don't think that's even going to work. No. That is close to what I'm looking for. But instead of that corner being taken out, I want the other corner taken out.
I don't know that I had previously noticed this, but I am amused that you also use the bullseye as an object of interest paint splotch.
Yep.
I was doing it over at the workshop. Annie and I were marking, load-bearing walls and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, well, yeah, okay.
For marking load-bearing, you're using green or a solid color?
Well, on that particular one, it was a bullseye because this is a good place for a load-bearing wall, and oh, by the way, an archery range. Handy that way.
Well, I marked it that way because it is a good place to place a pillar.
Yeah, this was actually on a half wall. That I think was a pillar.
Oh.
And we've got some interesting. I mean, I've just barely started putting stuff on the ground floor. I've got quite a lot of stuff working in the basement. And of course, because I'm up here, the forges haven't been stoked today.
Alan Wake 2 won Best Narrative. I have no issue with that. It looks like it's got a good story to it. I didn't realize that Alan Wake was related to Control. They're in the same universe.
It's a small universe after all, right? If you'd go there.
Oh no, I missed a spot.
That's not Elden Ring either. Hang on. I wonder. Oh, that's why. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Okay, I think I finished painting the outside of my church.
Oh.
I just gotta fix up the grounds around. And then do the whole inside.
Would you mind going over and stoking all the forges with rock and firing them up to make cement?
Sure.
At the workshop? Have you been over to the workshop since we kind of kitted it out?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I was ever at the workshop. Where is the workshop?
The workshop is just past Pugzilla, south of your church. It is mostly gray and white on the outside at the moment.
South, okay. Hold on.
And you can also just go to her marker.
No, I'm not there.
Oh.
That's the thing. That's why I asked her to do it, because I'm up north getting lead. Because, you know, we're pretty thin on lead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Do I go past Jen?
Let me mark it for you. Jen is east of you, is she not?
South.
Oh, well, alright, then I drifted you the wrong way.
Oh.
I thought Jen was east of you, so just a second, and I'll give you a map marker for it.
It's not gonna work. Well, they've got an Avatar game coming out.
Because of course they do.
Uh-huh. Because they're both heavy story driven. Oh. Well, the one that's confusing the heck out of me is the Lego Fortnite. I mean, I've seen Lego stoop to some pretty low shenanigans, but that's a pretty low shenanigan. Sebicas.
Hey, Sebicas. Hey, Sir Welshie. Okay, I sent you a map marker.
Alright, I got it. Oh. Is this little house over here?
Mm-hmm. Surrounded by spikes.
Oh, nice. Okay, just the forges, or just start the cement mixers too?
I don't know how much concrete there is. If there's enough to start some of the cement mixers, start cement mixers, and if there's concrete mix in the cement mixers, then put it in the workbenches for concrete blocks.
Okay.
Rev, how are you?
Hold on.
Yeah, it's start with firing up all the forges.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Oh, do you not have any logs out here? I should have probably brought
yes,
some.
there are logs.
You just finished making apple butter, so now you can watch the Game Awards. Something that I have gotten completely addicted to, Rev. Bourbon maple syrup. It is maple syrup that is aged in old bourbon barrels.
It's pretty good stuff.
Cognac apple butter? Wow.
That sounds pretty good too. There are logs in the back room of forges. Over the archway, over the doorway arch.
Found it.
Fuel. Should be a couple of stacks at least.
It's a stack and a half left.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the game Cocoon. Skins and all. And put it through a mesh strainer. Ah. Well, I have oatmeal in the mornings. It's actually granola, but I call it oatmeal. That's the primary ingredient. The hot pot that I've got the temperature set to 205. So pour it in a bowl, put some of the maple syrup on top of it, then water from the hot pot, and in 5 minutes you've got maple syrup flavored oatmeal.
Ooh.
Which is vastly better than any of the fake maple brown sugar
Yeah.
foo-foo packaged things, just saying.
I get their granola from Katanda, and it's got pumpkin seeds, it's got sesame seeds, and some other stuff in it. It's actually a really good plain granola. Nothing really fancy about it. Who'd have thunk it? Yeah. Gonna make some pan toast to eat it with. Nice. Oh, that would be excellent.
Okay, there's a shrieky git here somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, she's probably down at Bedrock. Yep.
Huh. New Dragon Ball Z game. Looks like it's just a fighter, though. interested. Mr. Fox, how are you?
Hey, Fox.
Breathing? Uh-huh.
Well, it beats the whole not breathing part.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Well, remember, Fox, if you weren't breathing, she couldn't beat up on you.
Well, she could, but, you know, it would get squishy and unentertaining before long.
Sebekes, how are you? You're just peachy? Nice. Is that a new Kingdom Hearts movie game?
What?
Watching Game Awards while streaming. Visions
Because
of
of course.
Mana.
Yeah, distraction is always.
Oh, Square Enix. Yeah, for some reason I don't think they're gonna do Elden Ring tonight.
Aww.
Yeah.
I think there might be a screamer. Oh, yeah, there's.
Yeah, they tend to get fairly sprightly, you know, once you get about 24 just going.
I'm actually feeling pretty good, Skike. I'm having problems sleeping. Well, I don't normally have problems sleeping. I have problems with my sleep schedule shifting. And right now it has shifted again into inconvenient hours. So I sleep well, I get enough sleep. It's just that I can't get or have trouble getting a steady or can't get my schedule down. The Rise of Ronan actually looks pretty good. It wins a Labor of Love award. I don't see how Call of Duty would win any award. Maybe biggest cash cow?
Alright, all forges are lit.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah. So, Elden Ring players would build it be Elden Ringlets.
Could be.
Ringalings. That works too. Yeah. Extraction shooters that aren't Escape from Tarkov have been fun. Ah. The only game that I have purchased lately that has I felt really burned me was Atomic Heart. I was so disappointed with that game. I got it because I had kickstarted it. And the original Kickstarter was not really the same as what eventually came out. No, I have no intention of buying it, Caveman, or even playing it. Making the bad life decision of playing WoW? Oh. Was directed at Fox. Uh-huh. Well, it's getting really horrible reviews. I did some zombie worms. You're there. Uh-huh. There was another zombie game like that was out last year that looked pretty good. Wasn't Dead Island. Dead Rising? Something like that? No, Days Gone actually looked pretty uninteresting. It's on my wish list. So I can look it up if I want to.
All right, it's time for me to head out.
Okay. Well, have a good night.
Good night. Thank you for taking care of the forges.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no problem. They should be good for about 70 or yeah, about 70 minutes. Okay, y'all have a good night.
Take care.
You too.
Gee, you'd think I was in Seattle or something. It's raining again.
Oh. Oh, is that Jordan Peele? That's what I thought. They're working together on the title? Oh. That would be an interesting combination with the two of them working together on a game. Enshrouded? I don't know. I've got a bunch of games on my wish list. That's exactly what I was thinking about. The two of them working together on a game would be very interesting.
Well, there are some folk who make for interesting combinations.
Because that's... It's the guy who did Death Stranding. Is that Hideo Kojima? I get him and another one mixed up. Okay, that's what I thought. Steam. Yeah, Enshrouded is on my wish list. Okay, they're on the stuff I'm not interested in now. Another Jurassic Park game.
How many places do they think they can go with that?
I don't know. I mean, even the book lost me at like book 3, maybe even book 2.
don't know how much of any of the subsequent books
Mm-hmm.
were actually written by Crichton and not by
Ghost writer.
well, by his estate,
Oh,
by whoever was his literary executor.
I don't know.
Because I don't remember where, you know, because it was so much not his custom of doing things that way.
Uh-huh.
So, and I don't remember, you know, when and where in the various sequence he died. So
For his sake, I'm hoping it's before Jurassic Park 2. I've never understood people's fascination with dinosaurs. I don't like dinosaurs. I think they're kind of dumb. Well,
I think they're kind of cool, but
for a historic and for scientific, yeah, they are cool. But
yeah,
throwing
the
them
thing,
into movies,
yeah, not so much.
Yeah.
Although, you know, Jurassic did, you know, the premise of them being, you know, smart like Bengal cats and people wildly underestimating them. That was kind of a, well, of course, because, you know, people are stupid, and if dinosaurs survived as long as they did, of course they were smart.
Oh, you know? Of course. Well, that's like people's attitude about ancient civilizations. This, they couldn't have that type of technology at the time. How do you know?
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't stupid.
Yeah, they survived.
They survived. So... They built all of this stuff. I mean, how dumb do you think they were? I mean, they would have ways of doing things that we probably hadn't even thought about.
Oh, yeah. Which is why, you know, my answer to that question is probably not stream safe. Because I think that, you know, many folk today are far less capable than pre-industrial civilization. So, and we'll just, you know, that's about as polite as I can leave it.
Yeah. I would have to look that one up, Caveman, because a lot of that stuff has been debunked. But, yeah, I could imagine them having stuff like that.
Well, and yes, actually, they did have batteries as such.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't, you know, and that one actually is a thing, but they didn't use them for the kinds of things we use them for.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, and that's, and a lot of people don't, you know, it's well, if it's not, you know, what we use it for, then, you know, couldn't have been a thing.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, actually could be.
Well, and that's kind of what I was kind of trying to say what Bent just said. That, yeah, they may have had those, but they probably weren't used in the way that we think of about it today.
One of the things that batteries were likely used for back in the day, and in fact are in some places today, is for desalination of water.
Yeah, good point.
Desalination by electrolysis, because it is not a difficult, and you can do it in glazed clay or glass containers. You can also do silver and gold plating.
Yeah, I'm that too, caveman. I mean, it's kind of just arrogant to think that they were that backward. Wow, Black Myth Wuhong looks amazing. Isn't that also done by an indie developer? That's not a big studio. Certainly not a AAA studio. Are that backwards? Exactly, so because Wukong. And no, I don't care about the superhero stuff. Yeah, there's that too, caveman. Knowledge was scary.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't something they could control.
Oh yeah.
And it gave people freedom. Couldn't have that.
Oh yeah. Although there are, a multitude of civilizations that we don't think of as necessarily advanced, but that still had a remarkable degree of literacy for oh bloody screamer. Sorry, I got distracted by, falling bodies. But remarkable degrees of literacy for there being, not lots of contemporary to the times documentation.
Yep.
It isn't that they weren't literate, it's that the means of, writing on wax tablets, they were wax for a reason. They got reused again and again and again. Copper scrolls lasted pretty well. But even copper oxidizes. So the just because there is little written documentation doesn't mean it didn't at some point exist. And, there are cultures within which literacy has long been considered, a requirement. And if it's considered culturally important, then it kind of by definition was a thing somewhere, outside our frame of reference.
Huh. That actually looks okay. Banishers. That may be one that's more fun to watch than to play. just begging for a bad outcome. Yeah. I don't anticipate written books ever going away, Caveman. I think there will always be paper books. Not as many as we would need, maybe, but...
Tattooed dead trees.
Yep. Allie. Just about to crash for the night. Wanted to say hi. I appreciate it, Allie. Hope you're having a good night. And rest well. I mean, I love books. Written books.
Tattooed dead trees.
Mm-hmm. These are just the ones that I can get my hands on immediately. Don't know where my Moon Man is.
I could grab my phone and take a picture of over the top of my head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard to see. That's just two of the ones that I've got. Got another one over here somewhere. The other one's kind of hard to see. That's not even getting into the pencil set that I've got.
Oh, yeah.
I like pencils more than pens.
Oh, we'll cure you. Of course, I like pencils as well. And can't even get a whole view of the wall.
Same here,
because,
Draconis.
you know, where I'm sitting.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a picture in Publinks that you can post a link to chat if that's less than half of what's right behind me.
Mm-hmm.
As of course you know, and you know other folk who know me, but almost every wall in my house looks like that.
Oh. I will try and get to chat later. With it being on that computer, it's hard to get it over.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. Public links in my Discord if you want to see the picture he's talking about. I don't think we're gonna get any Elden Ring tonight. Unless I save it for the last minute.
Which, you know, they often do the
Well, it may just not be ready yet.
also true.
And I don't care about the Life is Strange games. They're going by the Steam DB, which doesn't really mean a whole lot. When they say that there's an update coming, I will believe it when I see the download ready. Izzy, how are you? Doing okay? Nice. Glad to hear that. This looks interesting. A bit better? Nice. I'm glad to hear that. I'm watching the Game Awards which is why I'm a little distracted tonight. Getting Vampire Hunter D vibes out of this one. I worry about stuff like that. It would also increase the upload, so I worry about that too. What I thought about doing was streaming it to Discord. Oh, that was Final Fantasy? Okay. Yeah, that is. Airdrop?
Has to be in your neighborhood. I don't hear it. So.
Yeah, it is. I will eventually play the non-MMO versions of Final Fantasy. So far, I've only played the first 5.
And it's up to what, Final Fantasy 93 or something?
16 or 17.
And 93.
Well, just remember, it's the name, not the declaration of intent. I have Rocky 5000. Yeah. EverQuest, yep. Seems more accurate indeed. Uh-huh. What's the best community?
Ours.
No, I'm talking to Fox. Oh, Baldur's Gate 3? I don't know. I've got Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't really played it that much. I think I know where Annie is.
Yeah, think?
I just bought Elden Ring for her. I
Aha.
saw that she had it on her wish list.
Aha.
Star Rail looked pretty good. Baldur's Gate 3 won Best Community Support. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see that.
Whoa! Now that is nut.
Arcade. Thank you for the bits. Was here for a second. Oh. All I have to do now is a Lego Call of Duty. I hope I just didn't give them an idea.
Oh, I'm sure someone's thought it.
Uh-huh. Well, hopefully they won't make it a reality like Lego Fortnite.
Well, you know, there's a market for something. There's, you know, somewhere.
They're still pushing Skull and Bones? And it's only 3-player co-op? Well, how about, Caveman, how about a Lego Phasmophobia? Or a Lego Dead by Daylight? You thought they did Lego Dead by Daylight? I don't think so. Oh, now that would be interesting. Marvel's Blade as a video game. Sponsorship's just waiting to be plucked. Aha.
Yeah.
With Eggo waffle sponsorship.
Absolutely. I can see that. I can see that from here. No classes needed.
Well, they could also do Lego Sims. Caveman. Lego City Skylines.
Actually, with the Lego robotics heavy equipment line, you could have any number of building type games that they have actual, you know, the Lego robotics heavy equipment. You too can have your very own Caterpillar.
Yep.
That was my brother's something or another this year, because, you know, can't actually get a 40-foot flatbed up the driveway, so. Which is not to say that he hasn't brought home other heavy equipment.
Now that's a very familiar face. Where have I seen him before? Titan, welcome. Thank you for the raid.
Hey, Titan.
How was the stream? Oh, I can close that now. I actually am. Yeah. Okay, until you died on permadeath. Yeah.
That does happen.
Yep, that certainly does. Well, I was in there most of the day.
I was in there for part of it.
Yeah. Titan, one thing you need to double check is to make sure that your voice volume is the same, if not a little bit lower than your game sound. But I really enjoyed the stream. Go follow Titan. Do the old-fashioned. No, your voice was coming through a little low. It was getting drowned out at times by the game sounds.
Yeah, you need it a little louder than
Yep.
your game sound.
Yep. Hey, you're welcome. And of course, we got a break, ad break.
Natch.
Yeah. Remember to hit record at the start of the new playthrough so you could edit and upload it. Oh, yeah. I dual stream, so my streams automatically end up on YouTube. It was a fun stream. I enjoyed it. You've got a good voice, so that's why I was complaining. Couldn't hear your voice enough. takes time to get going, but you shouldn't have any problems. Well, whatever game they're showing right now actually looks pretty interesting. Unless it's another MMO. I'm watching the the First Descendant. Watching the Game Awards while streaming and playing the video game. Waiting to see if if they're going to show the trailer for the Elden Ring DLC.
Because multitasking, it's a thing.
Well, sort of multitasking.
Well, yeah.
And I'm not interested in that one. You need to hurry up and get a PS5 so you can play Elden Ring. Spent so many hours on Dark Souls that at this point you have to play Elden Ring's an amazing game. How many hours did I end up with in Elden Ring?
Lots?
It was around 2,000, wasn't it?
Lots?
Yeah, I've got 2,372 hours in Elden Ring.
On PC.
On PC. But it plays almost identical on PS5. Elden Ring's not something that I would stream. A lot of the community associated with Souls games I really don't like. So, not one that I will stream.
Besides, you gotta do something on your off time besides,
Exactly. Titan. The one advantage of if you have any more friends that play it on PC, they have seamless co-op on PC. Factorio has a loving, cuddly community. Well, my off-stream game right now has been Generation Zero, which I've had fun with that one. It's not a great game, barely a good game, but I've had fun with it. Only play consoles. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get Elden Ring tonight. War Thunder. And Darkness Falls when another streamer plays. Ah. Darkness Falls is fun. I just don't like the mod author. Unless he's changed. Well, I don't like his Discord moderators. And he can be pretty rude.
Yeah, we've played a fair amount of Darkness Falls, but
I'm trying to think about what I want to do with that. I'm having trouble figuring out how to do what I want. Which is why I'm going to wait until off stream to actually try it.
fiddle with it.
Yeah. Yep, exactly, Titan. I don't know how this compares to some of the previous builds, as far as size is concerned. It's ending up bigger than I expected. Was that an Annie?
No, I think that was me doing it.
Ah, okay.
It is probably close to comparable with Babylon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because that was, spread out. Bigger than Drakkenberg. I keep wanting to call it Drachenwald, but it's now Drakkenberg.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Because of all of the outbuildings and grounds and stuff for Schomburg, it's probably close to par with Schomburg as well.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. We're doing a lot more with the outside grounds on this one.
Yeah.
Dang it. We're not open yet. We don't even have tickets for sale.
No ticket, no entry.
Rude. Very rude.
Yeah. Of course, I just knocked off about 14 of them at Bedrock. Because, you know, creamy sorority girl. And then, you know, all her friends.
We do this, we're trying to do this about once per update. So one big build per update.
More or less.
And that's because I enjoy doing this. Of course, I like just going in and updating a POI to a livable base. Where did I put my motorcycle? There it is.
Has Titan seen our base?
That's what I was just gonna go show.
Ah, our base at our workshop?
There are more and more people who are starting to build. For building, 7 Days to Die is even better than Minecraft.
Yes. I did 8-bit graphics back in the 80s. I am done with 8-bit graphics.
It's not really 8-bit graphics. That's our horde base. Based on the silos. The workshop. Of course, keep in mind this is easier with multiple people.
And different folk with different skill sets.
Mm-hmm. You gotta go? Okay. Well, have a good night, Titan. I'll catch you later. And thank you again for the raid. Yeah, exactly, caveman, exactly. Well, there were all kinds of serious limitations back in 15. We didn't have any problems in 16, we had problems in 17. An entire dungeon themed village. Wow. Yeah, now that's an interesting looking game. What is it? Asgard's Wrath. Yeah. That doesn't look interesting at all. It's a game coming out on the 15th. Oh, a Fallout TV show. That actually looks like it might be interesting. reason for coming back. I'm gonna need to call it a night pretty soon. Even with the Game Awards, I'm having trouble staying awake. Yep, it does. Although, Fox, I did get Elden Ring for Annie today, because it was on her wish list. Yeah, it is nappy time.
Get cozied up with your new blankie.
I need to get a new one. It's just too small. 40 inches just doesn't satisfy.
Well,
You haven't logged in a while? I've been trying to kind of avoid it. And playing some other games that I got distracted by, or that it distracted me away from, like Generation Zero. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I will see y'all tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope y'all have a good night. So,
good night, chat.
Yep, Fox, Caveman, Cibicus, Titan's already gone to bed.
You need to peek in, Fox, and because this diggy hole is one that that even you would find entertainment value in. It is ginormous.
Uh-huh. Ariel, have a good night. Where am I? We're over here. Okay, I'll see everyone tomorrow. Have a good night.
Good night, all.